What's going on, guys? It's EO Oneness here. Hope you guys taking care of yourself. Hope you guys are doing good in your life. Yeah, it's tough out there, fam. This world is tough. I hope you guys have been sticking to meditating, being good by yourself. Because the way this world is mended, it's such a weird, it gives us weird vibes, and you know, why are people feeling like this? You start analyzing the world, you know, your energy changes. So have you been trying to ground yourself to who you are? But yeah, let's talk about what's been happening in the news lately. Kanye West, Irving, and I'm seeing all this type of stuff. Like all these black people, they're all lining up for saying they're the real Israelites. Doing, you know, all I do is literally read these old texts. Tell me about history. History they don't want to tell you on the mainstream because it destroys all the others. You have to understand, they're only telling you history for what English, French, Spanish explorers found. And what they found, they altered all of it, or they destroyed it. An example is when the Spanish went to South America, the Native American there, they were organized. They had a civilization. They said they were savages. They lived in tents. It's all fake. They knew everything about the spiritual being, right? They knew everything about land, nature, and it's proven they had buildings. And they wouldn't kill each other. It would be like a sport, like a game. They would run and play it. That's oh, he's got me. He's higher than me. Or they would go into a town and steal horses and resources. That's what they would do. They would never kill against each other. But when the Spanish went there, they massacred them. And they said they were the savages. Bro, these people were savages. They massacred people, stole history to make lies up and propaganda. And they stole all artifacts, all the gold. So now we come to this. If you understand the history, you have to go back to Sumeria. Sumeria is a big part in the civilization on Earth. Some say it was the first civilization. I say it was concurrent with Egypt. But they tell you that civilization started 6,000 years BC. But, you know, we know from the Bible, there is civilizations before. The family of Adam, which went down to Enoch, and then went down to Noah. So we know that period there, that period, there was people living with civilizations, and they're supposedly the Anunnaki from planet Nibiru. They're also named as the Elohim in the Bible, as giants. So when that happened, when they came, they were here for thousands of years. Now we come up to Abraham. Abraham was born in in Sumeria. And he got his family, and they went towards Israel. And there was a massive war that broke out between the gods. It was Marduk, the son of Enki, and Nagal, Enlil's son. The cousins were fighting each other. And they would drop in missiles, but they don't want to tell you that. But that's what really happened. And they destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. It's in the Bible. And it's proven that it was like fire clouds. So they were describing it. It was red and it was fire everywhere. And then the two cities, they're gone. They're gone. Then what happened? Abraham says he saw this. He saw the destruction. Then he took all that family down to Egypt. And he was there. And they went to Ethiopia, went to Eritrea. And then, so they're living with black people for hundreds of years. And the word of the Hebrews spread all around Africa. When they spread around Africa, now it's the time of Akhenaten, who reviewed the whole of the Egyptian religion and said, bro, why are we going to be worshipping all these other gods, right? They're not gods. The way he described them, they're not gods. They're just other physical beings from other planets. If you do your own research, you would see what I'm talking about. The Anunnaki have been there for thousands of years. I'll make another video based on them, but we're going to talk about the Hebrews. And he, Akhenaten, said, we'll believe in the one God. Now, this is still being investigated, but he apparently had a brother called Tutmosis. And he is actually on the walls of Egypt. But the Moses in the Bible is not mentioned at all. He's not mentioned at all in Egypt. The only one is Tutmosis, which is Akhenaten's brother. And Akhenaten's brother, he fits in the timeline with Moses in the Bible. So it's probably the same person. Or they also say Akhenaten is Moses. But again, this is like being investigated. It's probably true. Because it matches the timeline. After when Akhenaten made the one God, he left and he made his own town. He made his own city. And they're all worshipping the one God. So if it fits the timeline, those people were all together. And then he led all the Israelites out of Egypt and into the new land. And that's the story. So were the first Israelites black? They were. Now I can see the controversy saying like, why did they have the land? You know, they got land after the war. It's a big conversation. But it's history that is lost. And it's a shame it's lost because you're putting other people in bondage. Everyone's not waking up. Everyone's not seeing the truth. We have to see the truth. They are black. And the Israelites that left Egypt to Jerusalem were black. A lot of history in that whole Egypt, Sumeria, there were black people. And even ancient Greece. If you look at the ancient Greece cultures, the first dynasties, all of them were black. All of them. And this goes back to, 5,000 years BC when, so that means the Greeks were also concurrent, but they were further down, but they were still there. And so was the Indians, so about the Chinese, but they were different to what Sumeria. But to be fair, the Hebrew faith, it started in Sumeria and moved down to Jerusalem, went to Africa and birthed all that area, and they went back to Jerusalem. And since that, there has been wars ever since. And there was wars even before that. Look at the goal and what happened to Murdoch. They were fighting over Sodom and Gomorrah, which was Israel. So it's a holy land. There must be energy. And whoever controls that land is able to control the mass. It's true. It must feel, you must feel when you connect on a deeper level. The ground feels powerful, you feel holy. That's what you must feel. And if they have a control over that, they're able to control this whole world, this whole media, putting people down, saying they're anti-Semitic, which they're not. Their comments are completely fact and it's history. Do your own research. It's very interesting. We can say some dates to you. So if you actually really think about it, people say history is just a mirror. So we're in the year 2022, and the timeline ends 2023. Because that's when 2023 is when all the winds from all the, well, they say in 2024, when Marduk was against Nagal, they used nuclear weapons. And all that wind blew over to Samaria and destroyed all of Samaria and turned it into dust. And when Alexander the Great went, there was nothing there. He was like, it's all sand. There's some remains. But he was asking the Persians what happened, or where, you know, they knew some temples, but it was all on sand then. And there's evidence about the sand. There's glass shards in it, and the sun will never make sand with that temperature into glass. There's so much history out there. They want to keep us in bondage. They want to lie to us. They don't want us to wake up. The more we know about our history, the more we kind of connect to ourselves more. We're like, that's true. You read the texts, you read what's going on. You start connecting to yourself. You start connecting to this reality. Because knowing all history is all knowledge. It's all beauty. We have to know the knowledge to move forward. It's important. I know a lot of knowledge on this history stuff, and I know I will start preaching it. But what's going on with Kyrie Irving and Kanye West, saying they are Jew, they are, you know, they are the originals, and that's where the Rastafari comes in as well. So it is right. It's true. What's happening is true. You just have to do your own research. But calling them anti-Semitic and trying to cancel them even more, when they say the people running the media are, you know, who they say, you know, the Jewish people. It's a massive conversation, but do your own research. You're gonna start seeing this world as what it should be, and that's, you gotta protect your energy. Protect your energy as much as possible, because we cannot let this matrix destroy what we are trying to have foundation on ourselves. We have to elevate ourselves, break away from this mental slavery. There's so much error in the world, so much trouble in the world. It's not fair. People don't even have homes, and then these rich people have unlimited amounts of money. Why is no one helping these people? These massive corporate, they don't care. It's an ego base. They only care about themselves. Countries like England, they say they help the homeless. Oh no, they don't. You walk around anywhere around London, they're everywhere. How is that? Where's the compassion for these people? It's upsetting. So many people are in damage. The more we understand ourselves, the more we understand our past, the more we can understand what's really going on. It's important we all wake up and flow together as one. And if it is true that history is just a mirror, well, who knows what's going to happen in the year 2024? Like it says here, when Marduk versus Nagal and the bombs dropped. Look what's going on now in Russia and Ukraine. And they just bombed Poland the other day. What? Why isn't it, you know, that could end in fucking, it could end so bad. And it could be an exact mirror of what's going on. Nuclear war happened in 2024 BC. And it's said in the Bible as well, in Sodom and Gomorrah. There could be another nuclear war. The more we connect to ourselves, the more love we show to as much people, when we stand up, there'll be a war, no war. The more we manifest love upon this planet. That's the aim. The aim is to give your love out, express it in any form. Right. Do your own research, meditate, love yourself, work hard in your life.